So it was announced late last night that a European Super League has been discussed and signed up for behind the scenes by a number of clubs, including 6 from England, which I find utterly, utterly disgusting. This is the Toon Review. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video, and I was going to do a player ratings video today, looking back on the game against West Ham at the weekend, but I'm not going to do that because, you know, we won the game and it's onwards we go as far as I'm concerned with that. However, this European Super League bollocks needs to take centre stage. These clubs, especially from England, have gone behind everybody's back and signed up to a Super League that hasn't even been given the go-ahead by various authorities. Now, for me, it's just a money-making, greedy piece of shit work from the owners of these clubs. It's nothing to do with the clubs themselves or the fans at all. It's the greedy bastards at the top. And they need to be brought down a peg or two because they think they can just run the game how they want. This game has been going on in this country for years and years and years. And yes, we've had a few little changes here and there. Obviously, the Premier League coming. But we still had promotion, relegation, that kind of thing. These owners of these top clubs now just want to take everything over and have it their way, as well as make billions upon billions of pounds for their clubs. They also want to stay in the Premier League. Now, where is the financial advantage going to be? Is it going to be with the clubs that are just staying in the Premier League, or will it be with the clubs in the Super League? Of course it's with the clubs in the Super League. Their financial power will go through the roof, but that is what it is all about for these owners. They don't give a shit about the players, they don't give a shit about the fans, they don't give a shit about nothing but money, and that's all that counts to these guys. You know, they're not bothered about Premier League relegation or promotion or giving these smaller teams an opportunity to come through the ranks and be in the big leagues. No, all they care about is global money-making schemes. And this is what the European Super League is. It's a global money-making scheme devised by the greedy bastards at the top of every club who don't know enough about football to be where they are in the first place. You know, let's be honest here. These American owners, the Russian owners, all of these kind of people, they don't know anything about football. All they know about is money and where the next buck is coming from. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a no-go. It's got to be a no-go. And fans from every single club in the UK or around Europe have got to join together no matter what the rivalry is. No matter what the rivalry is. And actually just put a stop to this and say, no, this isn't what we want. We want the normal football, the bread and butter football that we have loved for years and years and years without making a change. You know, if you want to change the format of the Champions League or the UEFA League, Europa League, then go ahead and do that. Don't create a Super League which separates the rest of us. I mean, they call it a European Super League. Now, how on earth can you call it that when there's a lot of massive clubs in Europe not even mentioned? You know, you've got Arsenal. I mean, you know, even the Arsenal fans would agree with me on this. They aren't the top 6 team anymore. They haven't been for a while. Yes, there will be again, I've got no doubt, because they're a big club. But they haven't performed very well the last few seasons. Spurs, what have they fucking want to be in the Super League? Absolutely nothing. Man City have come from nowhere because they were invested in. Fair enough, they've bought brilliant players, they've played brilliant football, no question about that. But you look at the history of the club. You know, these clubs aren't big enough yet to be in this European Super League or haven't won enough to be called European Super League entrants. You know, Liverpool, yes, Man United, yes, we know they've won all the big things over the years. But, Christ, think of the fans of these clubs. You know, these fans are going to have to go on European trips every single week. Do you think anybody can afford that after a pandemic? And that's what gets me, is these guys at the top of these football clubs do not understand that there has been a pandemic. Everybody has been struggling for money left, right and centre for months and months now. And then just as we're coming out and we see maybe a bit of light at the end of the tunnel with this coronavirus, they come and announce this. Oh, by the way, fans, you're going to have to spend even more money to come and see your team. It's an absolute disgrace and shouldn't be allowed. And Gary Neville, absolute hats off to you, mate, because you were fantastic with what you said on Sky. It all boils down to greed. Nobody thinks of the fans. It's the fans that suffer in anything like this all the time. You know, the fans are never ever asked what they think about it, or should the club do this, should the club do that. No, because according to these bigwigs who run the clubs, the fans are just small fry. Because it's the TV media, it's the revenue coming from other places that is more important to these big owners. And they don't care about football. They are businessmen. They have business first and foremost. Football comes second, and the fans are somewhere near the bottom of under the rug. They just don't care. And it pisses me off now, because fans have got to start fighting back here and saying, look, enough's enough. You know, if it wasn't for the fans, these football clubs wouldn't fucking exist. But no, it's fine. Just because these billionaire Americans and Russians or whoever they are come into our game and just decide that they are the ones that should dictate how this game is run. Well, no. Absolutely not. Your dictation will ruin football over here. It will completely ruin it. You know, there's Celtic and Rangers in Scotland. Absolutely massive clubs. Maybe they haven't done enough in Europe over the years, but they should surely be mentioned in a European Super League. They are mighty, mighty massive clubs in Scotland. Ajax in Holland, look at their history over the years in Europe. Not even a mention of them being in the Super League. It's a fucking farce. And it's just a farce because it's just the rich bigwigs who want to be in this league to make more billions of bucks. That's all it is. And we as fans, we've got to fight back with this shit, man. Enough's enough. You know, me for one, you know, I will join the rival clubs who have signed up for this and the fans aren't happy. Because reading on Twitter and social media, most of the fans of these clubs are not happy and are disgusted by what they've done. Now, Gary Neville last night said that these clubs should be relegated or at least points deducted. You know, have a transfer embargo, etc. set on them for what they've done. Because going behind the governing body's back like this is just shameful, in my opinion. It is shameful. But the problem is, you take points off them, you relegate them, whatever. It all boils down to, it hurts the fans. You know, the fans will suffer because of any punishment. Is that fair? Probably not. Not on the fans, but on the clubs, on the owners, it certainly damn well is. But again, it all boils down to the fans that will suffer. And it's just shit, man. And the Premier League and all the other football governing bodies need to take a real hard stance on this. A real hard stance. And do something about it. Let these clubs know that you will not be dictated to. I mean, yeah, a lot of Newcastle fans have come on and said, you know, karma's a shitstorm, isn't it, really, when you blocked our takeover, yet this is now happening. Because these so-called Big Six didn't want us to be taken over, didn't want us to be part of this enterprise. Because this has been going on for a long time behind the scenes. This isn't just come out of nowhere. This has been negotiated for months and months and months. And that's practically why Newcastle, they didn't want Newcastle getting taken over and becoming the richest club in the world. Not at all. Because it would destroy any ambitions they had of being top of this Super League and winning billions of pounds. Because we'd probably be in there. But if we'd gone in there, I would have been just as disgusted. This is our game. This is the fans' game. Don't take it away from the fans. For God's sake, man. Anyway, that's all I want to say on it, to be honest. I think the whole thing is a fucking disgrace. An absolute fucking disgrace. And, you know, these governing bodies have got to do something about it. And sooner rather than later. It just has to be dealt with and dealt with swiftly. But if you've enjoyed the video, guys, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the situation, because I think it's fucking shit myself. I really do. I think it's absolute bollocks. Fans of other clubs, if you're watching this video, let me know down below. you know, what your thoughts are on this European Super League. If you're new to the channel, you like what you see, please do have a look at the other videos and live streams, etc. And if you like what you see, please do consider subscribing. That would mean the world to me. Thank you very much. But in the meantime, I'll see you tonight on the live Four Horsemen show, or if you're watching this, go back and watch the Four Horsemen. It's bound to be a laugh. But let me know below what you think of this absolute bullshit of a Super League, and we'll have a discussion in the comments. But in the meantime, guys, enjoy your day. Take care.
Be strong. Be strong.